Hello there, it's Maggie, the Cheshire Crafter here. Now I've been on YouTube a year and I'm just celebrating. I'm away from home at the moment. You'll notice that the artwork behind me has got turquoise and teal hues and I like that. I'm just in Southport for a few days away from home. So I'm just going to have a chat with you generally about what's happened over the last year. So I thought we'd just have a recap and just see what I've achieved in the last year on YouTube and what my plans are for the future. First of all, I'm going to sit down on the bed. Right, well, a year on, and I've done something like 150 videos on this channel, believe it or not. I find that incredible. And I've now got over 500 subscribers, which I'm very grateful for. And if you're still watching and you're still interested, thank you very much. The reason I started this channel was twofold. One, because I wanted just to document what I was doing with my arts and crafts and my sewing. And I also wanted to keep a record, health-wise, because I've got ME. Two of the most likely outcomes for me are to have a heart attack or stroke. And if I had a stroke, I wouldn't want to lose my ability to speak or to be able to do anything. So I particularly wanted to document what I was able to do while I'm able to do it, and also my speaking voice. I wanted YouTube to preserve that for friends, family, and future generations. And I think I've achieved that. And I am absolutely amazed at that, and I'm very grateful for that. I would like more feedback. I'd like people to let me know in the comments below what it is you like about the channel and what you'd like to see more of. So we've come full circle back to Southport, and one of the reasons that I've come here this week is to go to the theatre here to see the Everly Brothers musical theatrical event. It's called Walk Right Back. I'm looking forward to a little bit of live music. I did come here a few weeks ago to the Food and Drink Festival, which is better than last year. And as you know, we've just had Glastonbury. I was one of 7.3 million that watched Elton John last night on the Pyramid stage for his final UK concert. That was brilliant. I'll interject a photograph here. And Wimbledon's on TV. I'm going to watch some on that television during the week here. What I did know as I came here on the train was that they've got new trains celebrating Eurovision 2023 because it was held in Liverpool. I have to change trains in Liverpool to get here. So apart from arts and crafts on this channel, I've shared a little bit about me and about my life. And if you haven't seen some of those videos, go back and take a look because I'll give a bit more of an idea of how I live my life. Now, since November, I haven't been out very much. I haven't felt very well. And one of the issues I've got might be an underactive thyroid. So my GP is trying to help me address that issue. But I've been sleeping an awful lot. So while I've been in the house, I've been glad to work with colour. I did some cards before Christmas, and although there was a postal strike, they didn't sell very well. They will sell this year, and I do those for charity. Now, I haven't stopped making cards. I do in particular want to look at making some Christmas cards with a different view. I might do that in July. And also I want to look at making cards for men. They're very difficult to make cards for. And sadly, the biggest sellers are the sympathy cards. I need to make another batch of those soon. I really enjoyed attending the art classes, but my art tutor has now semi-retired really, he's in his 70s. I'm glad to say that the people that I met on the art class are willing to meet up privately and we'll probably recommence in September and just rent a room. And that means that we've got free rein to do whatever we want. By that I mean, I think I might do a little bit more portraiture. I was really quite enjoying doing that. And I like the abstract art ideas. I particularly am interested in working with some texture, perhaps some textile art, and also working with alcohol inks. So let's see what comes out of that. I'll really be glad to have that company again, in that I haven't been able to get to my choir since Christmas. So meeting up with friends and people I like, I'll really enjoy it. And the cafe there's lovely. I think the thing that I've done most on this channel is sew, and I've particularly been looking at making quilts, and I only make them up to the throw size. So I make them for an individual, and I often make them as a special gift. So I've had 90th birthdays, I've got 50th, a 70th and an 80th coming up. I want to make some Christmas ones, and I like sharing that with you. I like the thought of making something, gifting it, and then telling the person that's receiving it, go to my YouTube channel because you can see how I made it. And they got, you've got a YouTube channel? And I said, I have. And one of the quilts that I made and gave to a friend of mine had 26,000 viewers on it. And I'm astonished. I still am astonished. So, like many other quilters, I like to look at other YouTubers to see what they're doing. I've learned a great deal from them, and I've learned something today as well. There's somebody called Tracy who's got a sewing channel, and she puts a quiz on, and I've learnt that scousers, which are people from Liverpool, scouse is the slang term, use your quilt as a derogatory bit of slang. So I not heard that before. I must admit, though, I can hear in a Scouse voice somebody saying, oh, come on then, soft lad. That's far more like it. So, come on then, your quilt is quite brilliant, I think. So, throughout the year, I've gone through 4 sewing machines. I've acquired 2 new ones. That's the vintage hand cranked machine, which is the same one that I sewed on when I was a teenager and I started making my own clothes. And I've got the new Singer heavy duty one. Now I did buy another machine and I didn't get on well with that because there was a fault with it. But I'm liking the heavy duty one so far. I've just starting to learn how to do a bit of a plique on it. And I want to explore a little bit on how to quilt with that before I share with you. So I'm going to show you the photographs of the things here that I need to finish, and you might like to return to me to see how I quilted those and what they looked like when I finished them. That's the honeybee layer cake, the botanical quilt, the purple haze quilt. I've still got the autumn, forever autumn quilt to finish. And with me in this little bag that my friend made me for Christmas, I've got the William Morris quilt. And that's hand English paper piecing. And there's videos about me making all of those on this channel. If you haven't seen them already, go and have a look. The other one I put a teaser about the other day is I did some applique work with the cool colours of Cafe Facette fabric. It's an orange peel quilt. I'm really enjoying challenging myself to do designs that I haven't done before. So everything I do is, this is the first time of doing this, let me just see what the tips and tricks are and don't make the mistakes that I do. And I'm more than happy to share those tips and tricks and what not to do. And that's just reminded me that I went very wrong with a postage stamp block. And I haven't given up on that yet. I just think I was a bit too inexperienced for that one. But it had a fishing theme, so I want to return to that one at some point. I brought the William Morris quilt to Paper Piece with me here in Southport. There are good lights in this room and there is a large picture window behind me. So I'm going to enjoy making progress with that. I brought a book as well. I haven't picked a book up for quite some time, so I'm going to sit and have a read and watch a bit of Wimbledon while I'm here. So what's to come and what will make you keep coming back? Well, keep coming back because you care. I haven't felt brilliantly well since November. I'm starting to get out and about a little bit more now. And one of the things that we have planned in the summer is go to the RHS show again at Tatton Park in Knutsford. I'll really enjoy that. And I'll come back to Southport again in the summer. I particularly want to get to the Southport Flower Show. That's if it's not pouring with rain. So I've got lots of plans of things to do still. I'm never bored. I'm always motivated to keep going. While it's been hot, it's been too hot to quilt, but I have been adding to my stash of collected fabrics, especially the reclaimed ones. I do love a charity shop, and I've got a great deal of fabric now, colour-coded, and I have been asked by some people for more scrappy quilt ideas, so maybe another string quilt or a rose design I've got an idea for, but we'll see what happens in the next few weeks. I think I'll need to finish a few projects. One thing that YouTube has done is helped me to focus my attention on completing projects, and I, like many people, have been a starter but not necessarily a finisher over the years. So actually to complete a project and then move on to the next, and I document it. Let me show you how I document it. I bought myself a diary at the local charity shop, and I've been documenting what I've completed and when I started things. Now, making quilts is not a quick, it's not a quick fix. It does take time. But I'm really pleased to document the progress that I made while I'm making them. I'm really sorry if my camera move is making this frame in and out. I'll try and stay still for a minute. Is that better? Okay, so it's almost July and we'll soon be having Christmas in July. I bought loads of things last year that I didn't get round to sewing, so there'll be more of that coming up soon. And there's a little teaser for you of a little surprise, but I need a family member to help me with that. And I'm not going to tell you what that is either. Right, so for now, this is Maggie from a bit duller than I would have liked Southport, saying thanks for sticking with me for the year, and don't forget to come back and join me again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.